Subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to never miss a video from us.
Hello everyone. Today we have with us Dr. Aditi Mishal, a professional with over 22 years of experience in various fields including academia, research, sustainability, social innovation and corporate training. She holds a doctorate in sustainability green behavior and has achieved a patent for the smart toilet tracking system and holds a copyright for the work titled Empowering Sanitation Decisions with Global System Science for Sustainability.
I think I'll give a very pinpointed answer to
Mm-hmm.
this. When I was considering doing this particular project,
Mm-hmm.
and the feeling of satisfaction and the feeling of purposefulness
Mm-hmm.
which I was experiencing at that particular point of time actually made me a completely different person.
Okay.
All throughout I've been spiritual, all throughout I have been conscious about how I can contribute and be a good and a kind soul and bring meaning to life for family to society, all of them.
Okay.
But doing this project actually with that responsibility on the shoulders, and the satisfaction that I experience in the different level of purposefulness which I experienced, that actually motivated me, and that has become like a hangover from that
No.
experience actually has been driving me for all these years, and thanks to my family actually who allowed and who in fact not only allowed, who has been partnering in this pursuit. Of course, the first project was a biggest challenge because everything was the first time. I didn't knew, in fact, the CSR policy was implemented first time in India.
Okay.
And we didn't knew what it meant. We were all struggling, how the projects are carried out. And we didn't knew this particular field as such. Getting funding was the biggest challenge, biggest what you call challenge. And at that point of time, when Mr. Ravi supported, from the kid, when he supported wholeheartedly. Of course, we had to clear a test.
Okay.
We had a team from ENY come up and we had to explain the complete plan. At the same time, we had to justify every your cost head.
Right.
So that was something which was a great learning for us in the process. So I would say every challenge got us the pearls of learning and wisdom.
Correct.
We carried over and which helped the next project. The next project which I particularly did was with UN. Supported them on the plastic item challenge. The main challenge was, again, we didn't have much budget. I was working with Government Village, an NGO. So how do we carry out a big project, something like that, without a budget,
Correct.
without a team? And that was COVID time. So we got organizations who partnered with us to support, who took it up through their own connects, and we could reach out to 43,000 young students pan India.
Correct. Okay.
But one of the most challenging one was during the second wave of COVID. We were seeing, how COVID is hitting and how families are being destroyed,
Yes.
nations have been nations were being impacted because of the second wave of COVID. And India, it was equally bad, and we come from a rural area at that time when I was in Kolkata. So, and rural was going to be impacted.
Okay.
So at that time, we thought of doing something for this purpose and teamed up with Google
Okay.
and submitted a complete project to them for the diagnosis. But definitely, the directive came that they wanted to help a different way, but trusted us as a partner.
Okay.
We got 58 ventilators sponsored for India.
Okay.
It was quite challenging because the kind of proposal you gave had to really give the idea about who you are, transparency that you're bringing, the ethics of your work, and the purposefulness that you're rooted in. So anyone who is starting fresh to do something in sustainability initiatives, there's the lesson that I learned way back in 2014 and shared here. All of the organizations, they have their own strengths and weaknesses when it comes to the ESG initiative. What they are as an organization. Accordingly, they have found closer to their identity some sustainability issues. Like for example, when it comes to Reckitt, if you see the products that they have, it has to do a lot with water and it has to do a lot with sanitation. Yeah. So they have been supporting all of the water and sanitation initiatives.
Okay.
Yeah, majorly. Of course, every organization has to work on curtailing carbon emissions, reach the net zero and all of that. But the major budget fund, where will it go? We'll come to know by observing these all things. Nowadays, of course, with ESG and with the compulsory publication of the sustainability initiatives through sustainability reports, it is easier to do the study and find out what focus areas each organization has. Like Vedanta is doing a lot in education. Yeah? So you can map in fact the organizations to the different SDGs and look at what the organization's strength is, your organization's strength is, or your personal focuses, yeah, where you feel you have the calling, and then look at the set of the organizations that you can approach to look at what they are already doing, what initiatives they have, and in the region that you belong to, is that present? If it could be expanded to that region, all of these ways that you can work. But particularly for me, it also happened that when I worked out one project, practically the second project came out.
Okay.
When I did the first project of Plastic White and Challenge program with UNIT, the second thing which happened is we were prepared as way for our principles. Then we submitted the next proposal for the activities that we'll be doing as the feedback. So this is the like that you do one good thing, it has a feedback loop for another good thing. So in fact, I strongly believe that sustainability means business.
Okay, that's interesting.
So gone are the days when sustainability was being considered. But now, sustainability is mainstream.
Okay.
Even the CEOs are talking about how they have a plan to contribute into it. And it's not just one particular department. It is talking about ESG or sustainability. And let me tell you, the first wave has been the compulsion of ESG reporting for the top 1,000 corporate organizations from India. But then let me tell you, there are after waves also.
Okay.
Because these are the organizations which have a lot of ancillaries and a lot of organizations in their supply chain. So unless like if we talk about Colgate, just today I wrote one case study for the ESG strategies which Colgate is.
Okay.
So unless Colgate works upon sustainability in the supply chain, cannot actually experience sustainability or reach the sustainability goals that it has planned on. Similarly, like for Nike, it has another interesting case study. They are looking at how they can reduce the virgin polyester material to be used in all of the products that they have. In that product range, actually, they are now, using 95% recycled.
Okay.
Another thing that they are doing is there is Parley ocean. The plastic recovered from that Parley ocean is being, used in the products. So that there is a repurposing which happens of that.
Okay.
So I think corporates already are conscious at this particular point of time, but to drive it meaningfully and to the core, reaching all of those goals, we need the capacity building and training.
Okay.
By the sustainability experts, because those who are sitting in the decision making roles. The question is whether they have the complete knowledge of sustainability themselves. So the very important role that we all can do is support in the form of capacity building and training, and make sure good partners are available for implementing those huge projects which these organizations. Yeah. So I think sustainability has been very dynamic, especially recently. So whatever you read today would add up to the base, the knowledge base, and the thought process that you have. So reading definitely is the key, but more than that, I feel sustainability is a lot to do with, or we can be in truest sense knowing sustainability.
Okay.
By doing.
Okay.
So sustainability reports, of course, is a great resource for reading and all of those things. But when we start living sustainability in our own life, then we understand, what and how sustainability. For whom we are doing sustainability is for future generation.
Yeah.
So, to be very honest, in my life, I don't think it would be a lot of groundness.
Okay.
Not that worst. And in fact, with the sustainability efforts that we are taking, I'm sure the curves would, the improvement curve would be better, other than the damaging. But when it comes to the future generation, I think they are much well versed, well informed in terms of what environment challenges are, what SDGs are. In fact, I've met high school kids and they knew completely about 17 SDGs.
Yeah, 17 SDGs.
They are so well versed with the sustainability efforts will happen.
Yeah.
But the problem is knowing is not enough. Yeah? So they need to act. And when they need to act, how do we create an empowering environment for them is ensure that they shadow sustainability.
Correct.
I'm sure in their family, in their friends circle, in their faculty members, or some or the other place, they would be connected with some sustainability.
Yeah.
They should try and shadow them, emulate them, support them in all of those projects, and that project experience will actually shape them up. So the quotation is living in harmony with self, in harmony with divine, in harmony with nature, and in harmony with community.
Okay.
That's the quote that I follow when it comes to sustainability. I think sustainability is an inside out approach. We though we are working upon climate change action, so many trees are being planted and this and that, but all of these initiatives in turn would have a feedback loop.
Correct.
And unless we work upon the inner sustainability, working upon the unwanted desires and unnecessary consumption, and all of these challenges that our society is facing today, valuing or being grateful for all of the gifts that Mother Nature has shared. So that inner sustainability, I think, is the key for the change that we want to bring in on this and with the systems thinking.
Correct.
The system thinking, basically, where we understand that unless this changes, if we resolve one problem, another problem will.
Correct.
It's very important that we work on the inner sustainability also.
Makes sense. That is so interesting. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much for your time. I personally learned a lot, and I am pretty sure that even our viewers will see this video. Will enjoy this your conversation. Thank you so much for sharing your experience with us, and you have an amazing energy, ma'am. It just makes us feel that okay, we want to be like this person. So that is a really genuine inspiration that I am getting, and I'm sure our viewers will also understand that. So thank you so much for being here, ma'am.
Subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to never miss a video from us.